All righty. Good morning. Good morning, family. This is another edition of Real Talk without Moshe Ben. I just want to come on here for a few minutes talking about the outcry of Kanye West and our fake outrage and how our people want to cancel him and how all these brands are canceling him. But that's how it is in the industry. If you start speaking up against the handlers, the so-called Khazarians, they gonna want to remove their support from you, and he's fed up. Yeah, he's part of that world. He did, he sold out, but he's, a lot of people labeling him crazy. He ain't crazy. He know what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. You know, he know what he's talking about because he's telling the truth about these so-called Khazars, man. They're not the people. They're not the people, man. We are the people. We are the people. And you see a lot of our people, they want to try to go against him because he's speaking up truth. That's what's wrong with our people. We hate the truth. We hate the truth about ourselves. When a black man speak up, they crucify him. They crucify him. They want to kill him. And it's not the other nation, it's your own want to take you out. Look at Charleston White. You got a lot of brothers wishing death on Charleston White. Just because he's hitting them where it sting at. And now you got a lot of our people, they want to stop supporting Kanye West. You got Adidas want to withdraw their support from his shoe line. Just show you how hypocritical this world is, this society is. Why we don't cancel these rappers that promote the death culture amongst our people? Why we don't do that? But when Kanye West speak up against certain issues, we want to cancel him. We need to cancel these damn rappers that's promoting the death and dot culture to our damn community. Shabbat shalom, Sister Namaria. Shabbat shalom. As we in the time, we about to approach, this so-called holiday coming up, Halloween, Sahim, whatever you want to call this damn thing, that has nothing to do with us. We have no business participating in that madness, that foolishness. You're going to have a lot of our people dressing up, they children, as ghouls, goblins, or whatever. That has nothing to do with us. We should not be participating in that crap. Why we don't cancel these holidays? Y'all want to focus on canceling Kanye West because he's speaking up against the so-called Khazars, the so-called Jews, which are not the people. These so-called Jews ain't suffering like black people. They not suffering. Even the poorest of them got money. Even the poorest Jew is a millionaire. They got so much money. Even the poorest Jew is a millionaire. Even if he's a thousandaire, he still got more money than the average black person. And that's real talk. But they want to cancel Kanye West because he's speaking up the truth. Black men need to speak up more. And a lot of these black men, celebrities, they cowards. They freaking cowards. They got an apple in their mouth. They got an apple in their mouth, man. Because they know if they speak up, they're going to get their resources taken from them. They're going to lose their status. But Kanye West, he took the stand. And now they want to label him crazy. He ain't crazy. You see, that's what they do when you speak truth about certain issues. People gonna try to gaslight you and stuff. They gonna try to gaslight you into like something wrong with you or you're crazy. No, you're in your right mind. You're in your right mind. Straight up. To heck what they say. They all gaslighting you because they all narcs. And that's what most narcs do. They try to gaslight you. A narcissist will try to gaslight you like something wrong with you. And nothing ain't wrong with you because you're speaking truth. But yeah, brothers need to speak up more about all the wickedness and the issues in this world. Straight up. And for those few brothers that do speak up, they don't get the support they need. They don't get the support. But yeah, I stand with this message, like I say, some of his music is good, but and he had a big fan base. Now he had no business dealing with them called trashians. But like I say, that's done. That's a done deal. But yeah, he want out. He want out. How he talking and outbursting like that? He want out. He see the wickedness of the industry, and the music industry always has been wicked since day one. Since day one, because it's got the energy of Hashatan. Hashatan before he fell, he was the angel of music. He was in charge of the music, and so the music industry they on that Luciferian energy. They on that Luciferian energy, man, and that's why a lot of them they Luciferians. They Satanists. A lot of these officials and higher ups they practice Satanism probably. They on that Luciferian energy, and that's why the music industry is wicked. If you want to make it big, you gotta sell your soul. And that's common sense. Even you still got some people want to deny it in the world. It was, oh, y'all crazy. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all just hating on their success. Y'all hating on their success. No, if you want to make it in the industry, you got to sell out. That's common sense. You got to sell your soul. You got to sell your soul. But yeah, Kanye West, he's speaking up. And a lot of you're gonna have a lot of these coons out here gonna trying to say, oh, he tripping, he tripping. He talking bad about the so-called Jews. He's tripping, he's anti-Semitic. How the hell he anti-Semitic when he is Semitic? We all Shemites. Black people, you all Shemitic. So-called black man, black woman, you all Shemitic. Whether you believe it or not, because there's all type of doctrines out here. We the only race that got identity crisis. You got the indigenous movement talking about we indigenous people and all that. Maybe so, maybe not. But I know one thing: we are the first people of this earth. It don't matter what you identify as, Negroes. We are the first people of this earth. The Negroes, black people, original man, original woman. Because once upon a time, the whole planet was black. All the nations was melanated and black. We're the only race with the identity crisis. We call ourselves Israelites, indigenous people, copper-colored people, Nuwabians, Muslims, Moors, Christians. You name it. The list goes on. And it's just like a big divide, It's a big divide. But it don't matter what you identify as in this so-called America. You still gonna be looked at as a nigga, a Negro, all those proverbs and proverbs. Don't matter if you call yourself a Muslim, a Moor, a Christian, a Nuwabian, a Comedian, a Israelite, or even a damn atheist. This society still gonna see you as less than. Look at the Constitution. It says we are 3/5 of a person, 3/5 of a man. They say that means we lower than the animal. And they still value animal life over our life. You go home a dog, you go home one of their dogs. Man, you go to jail for harming a dog, and that's an animal. Straight up. Real talk. But yeah, brothers need to speak up more. But we already know, even if brothers speak up, they got the gatekeepers out there, like the higher up Negroes to shut us down, the so-called gatekeepers. These sellout bootlicker Negroes, trying to shut us up. But they ain't gonna stop us though. They ain't gonna stop us. Shabbat shalom, Midyat, Shabbat shalom. They ain't gonna stop nobody from speaking up, Speak up, brothers, Don't fear them, they could kill the body, because energy can't be created or destroyed. We all energy at the end of the day. They could, they could destroy this physical body, but they can't destroy the energy that's inside you, your essence. yeah, you know, I just hope they don't take him out, but we'll know if they take him out, we'll know why, because that's what they do. When you speak a lot of truth, especially if you a famous person, they gonna take you out or they gonna try to stop you. But yeah, like down here in my city, they got something going on voting. It's election day. They was sending me text message like for the last couple of days about voting. Man, I ain't voting. They sent me a couple of text messages about voting, going out there and voting. And well, I guess I don't know who. I don't keep up with them politicians. I don't keep up with them politicians at all. So I ain't going to waste my time voting. That's going to be on November 8th, I think. Yeah, November 8th. It's the election day. I'm tripping. I'm thinking today is the day to go vote. No, it's on November 8th. They talking about voting. Yeah, I ain't going to waste my time with that crap. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all just man hang tight. Yeah, I see K Judah got a live stream coming up, The Great Falling Away. Yeah, so I'm gonna check that out. Like I said, I might not even go to work today, man. I mean, I'm just my energy just been fucked up as of lately. I'm just keep it 100 with y'all. I just been all over the place. I just been, on autopilot. Just going through the days. Just keeping it a buck with y'all. You know, but yeah, the great falling away. The great falling away is the way I look at it. If it's not working for you, find something else that works for you. I'm not gonna condemn nobody. Because we all on a different journey in life. Whatever spiritual journey you decide to take. You know, I'm getting to the point in my life. Whatever spiritual journey a person decide to take, that's they right. May it bring them their good fortune in life. What's work for you. You know, but what's good? What's good? Shalom, Yaakov. Shalom. You know, and I think one of the reasons why a lot of people they leave the Israelites because it's so much hate. It's so much hate. In the Hebrew Israelite community. And that is true. I think the Hebrew Israelite community got more hate than any other religion. And I think that's why it causes a lot of brothers and sisters just to leave the faith and go on to other spirituality practices. And part of me don't blame them. Like I say, I'm playing devil's advocate. Part of me don't blame them. Part of me don't blame them. They go into African spirituality. Why we demonize African spirituality when we don't understand and research it? Why? Because you got some brothers and sisters, they go into Buddhism and Hinduism, and we don't demonize Buddhism and Hinduism. I'm being real. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. We want to demonize their gods, like with the elephant head, but when we read the Bible, we got angels with 4 faces. We got to respect other people's beliefs, man. Because we all trying to find our way in this spiritual journey called life. But I'm being real, man. There's so much hate in the Israelite community, man. So much hate and disappointment, you know. And I see why a lot of brothers and sisters, they either go back to the Christian church or they go back or they just practice other spiritual practice. I know you feel drained, huh? I know, yeah, I've been feeling drained all week. All week. I'm debating if I should go to work today, man. I might call off today, you know. It is draining sometimes. I think I'm gonna sit in silence about a day. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. Sometimes you gotta sit in silence. It is draining. I'm drained. I'm drained. You know. But yeah. Now I tell people now, like most spiritual people, they say, wherever you get into, you research what you get into. You don't want to just jump into all kind of crazy shit and jack yourself up. But like I say, I don't know. But yeah, it's just so much disappointment, And I think that's why a lot of people they leave, and get they give their heart to certain people in this walk, like whether it's a elder, a teacher, or brother or sister, and they just be burned. You get burned by certain people, and it just have nothing to do with this movement. It's just life in general. Sometimes you get burned by people in life. It causes you to put your barrier up, and you don't want to deal with people no more. And the scripture says it's not good for man to be alone, because the Most High don't want us to go through this life by ourselves, alone, whether you're a man or a woman, because you're going to still need people in your corner, but it got to be people that's supportive and sincere. But we live in a world where there's so much fake people, it's hard to trust people, man. It's hard to trust people. And it's so frustrating sometimes, you know. You give people 100% and they just give you 10%, but they expect you to give 100% at all the time. For real. People get slandered and misnamed. Feeling it's difficult, family. Get at you. Family get at you rough. You can read exactly what the book say and people pretend like you made it up. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like some good water. Yeah, it's look, it's like, and some people they want to make a big name for themselves. They want to lord over people. They want to rule over people, and that's not cool. You know, that's not cool. Now I'm about to be open minded right now. But well, now I'm gonna probably save that for another time. Because now I save it for another time. But yeah, you know, just gotta take it one day at a time. Yeah, and you know why think we drain because of this energy. We in Halloween month. Whoa, I feel like a motherless child, because I want to at least try. Right. Hmm. Yeah, sometimes I do feel abandoned too, Jacoba, you know, especially when I see everybody getting what they want out of life and nothing manifests that I want in life. It frustrates me sometimes. It does frustrate me, it fucking frustrates me. I'm just being real. I'm keeping it a buck. Be like, why are these people getting what the hell they want or desire life? And I pray for it and that don't manifest in my life. And that's one of my weaknesses, though. I lack patience. I lack patience. I'm just keeping it a buck, you know. But it's gonna work out in your favor anyway. It's gonna work out. You just gotta say it's gonna work out. No matter how it may seem or look, it's gonna work out in the long run. It's gonna work out. My nearest king traveled all across America, even to Jamaica, and refund to visit me in the emergency room not too long ago. Okay. Yeah, sorry to hear that you was in the emergency room. Man, I pray all is well with you. Pray you're all right. I don't like hearing that. And I was thinking about hospitals, man. Hospitals hospitals are like a beacon between the realms of life and death, because life begins, like, life enters through the hospital, and sometimes life ends at the hospital. On a spiritual aspect. Refusal, okay. I was thinking about that. Hospitals, they spiritual places, where spirits enter and where spirits leave, through life and death, you know. And that is true, you know. They refuse. Yeah, wow. Yeah, some families like that, Like I said, the love of many is waxing cold. I don't know. It's just that energy, loveless energy. A lot of loveless energy in the so-called black community. We hate each other, man. And it's sickening. We hate, the hate for each other we have is so ridiculous. It's unrealistic. It's, I wonder if our ancestors had this hatred. I'm talking about our ancestors like thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. If they had this hatred for each other like we have today, I doubt it. They probably couldn't stand each other back in the ancient world like that. But I think the hatred that we have amongst each other is way worse in these modern times. Oh, okay. Oh, it was about 2014. They called and had me back a act because I got lost when I first moved where I stay now. Oh, okay. But I'm serious though. We only, our people only will come together if it's for something vain or something negative. You know, we got things backwards. We supposed to celebrate at funerals and celebrate, not be sad and cry and mourn. We're supposed to mourn when a baby is born because they coming into a life that's going to be full of strife, turmoil, and challenges and obstacles. That's why you're supposed to cry when a baby is born. And you're supposed to, not, you can still cry at funerals, but you're supposed to be glad for that person that's departing, especially if they live a good life, and you pray for that person that they have a peaceful crossover, you know. But yeah, Shabbat Shalom, Amina Coleman. Shabbat Shalom, sister. Big salute. Big salute, Mike C. Like I said, I'm just on here rambling. I was talking about Kanye West, how he was speaking the truth about those so-called Khazars, them Khazarian devils, those old hook-nosed devils that's want to be telling our people to rap about killing each other, pimping out our women, man. Why are we the only group of people that fall for that crap? You ain't gonna tell, you ain't gonna you don't see other groups of rappers, because you don't see the white rappers, the so-called white rappers, rapping about degrading their women, killing their own. You ain't gonna see white boy Russell rapping about rocking the snot box of Billy. I'm just using that for example, you know. But yeah, they only want to get it up to our people, man, to stay in a negative vibration. Because music is vibration. Music is powerful. It's words are spells. Music is vibration. And that's why the black community is in a low vibrational state, because of the music. You got these sellout rappers, every damn black movie got to be about the stereotypical stuff, hood movies and stuff. Nothing positive, nothing uplifting. No upliftment excuse me. Why we don't have no black movies like Gone with the Wind, a real romantic movie? Because if they had movies like that, like Gone with the Wind, but like some, it don't have to be called Gone with the Wind. It could be like a true romantic movie, something like that. But you know why they don't have that? Because if they were to make movies like that, it'll build up the vibrations of our people that love frequency. Because love is the most powerful force in the universe. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, you know. And they know that. The elite knows that. The spiritual people know that. Whether you're religious, whether you're in a religion or spiritual, that's common sense. You know, love is the most powerful force in the universe. You know, think about it. You know, because you know the Most High, He had to love us for Him to sacrifice His only begotten Son for our unworthy behinds, our dirty, unworthy behinds. You know, Abraham loved the Most High. He was willing to sacrifice his only son to Abraham. He was willing to sacrifice Isaac, you know. And then the Most High son, the angel, say, "No, don't do it, don't do it." He was just testing them, you know. That's love, you know. And after he passed the test, he became the friend of the Most High. He was the friend of God. He became the friend of God. That's an honor. That's an honorable title for a human to have, you know. But yeah, they know that. That's why they always promote the hate and the death culture with the music. Even R&B is dead today. The R&B music. Yeah, COINTELPRO, yeah. Mm-hmm. Facts, bro. They know what they doing for real. Yep. We was getting along when we started studying about identity, and the devil got pissed off and started commanding his servants to COINTELPRO. Exactly. Yep. Once they see how people start loving one another and want to research where we come from and who we were before, they want to send a COINTELPRO. Exactly. They don't want us to galvanize. That's what it is. They're afraid of us galvanizing, especially when they see brothers galvanizing. They don't even like seeing 3 or 4. They don't like seeing 3 brothers together on the street. They get the cops. They want to stop, pull a cop. If the cops see a car full of black people, especially if it's a car full of black men, and they could just be all related, or homeboys going somewhere. They could just be going to a game or going to the movies. These insecure cops will pull them brothers over and want to see all that and antagonize them. I say they wicked. They low vibrational, man. You know, these pale devils are low vibrational, you know. And I'm sure you got a few of them that's good, but it's hard to tell because, you know, just like how they demonize us as a whole race, we need to do the same to them. Because every one black person mess up, we all mess up to them. And that's real talk. One crime that a black man do, we did that black man gonna demonize the whole race, the whole society that demonize. Oh, you see, they all thugs, they all criminals, they all thugs, they all deadbeat daddies. You know, yeah, you got some brothers that's deadbeats, but not all black men are deadbeats. We the best fathers, you know. Black men are the best fathers. Those who really take care of their children. And the majority of black men want to be in their children's life. So you can miss me with all that stereotypical bullshit. You know, yeah, you got some that's deadbeat. You got the bastard baby makers out there. I'm not going to deny that. You got a lot of dirty dick rottenness out there that's making bastard children. But the majority of brothers, they really want to be in their children's life. And that's real talk. You know, that's real talk. But yeah, because if you want to keep it a buck, the original deadbeat daddy was the damn cracker during slavery. You know, this no good devil went down to the slave quarters and slept with the wives of the slaves willingly. And the slave couldn't do nothing about it. The brother couldn't do nothing about it. If he rise up, he'll get shot or lynched. He couldn't do nothing about it. He had to go outside and listen to his wife get plowed by these damn two-legged dogs, with pale skin that smell like swine, you know, and he couldn't do nothing about it. And sometimes his wife would get pregnant by that damn heathen bastard, and they have a mulatto child or biracial child, and he didn't give a damn about that biracial child. Unless it was a daughter, it was a beautiful biracial daughter, he'll take the daughter in and raise it as his own. But like I said, they're the original deadbeat. They're original deadbeat dad, man. Real talk. They be at us trying to break our spirits, and we could be treating them very polite. I think they want to destroy our confidence because they hate to see us with our head up. Exactly. Exactly. Because they know we more than what we're supposed to. They know our potential. They know me. They know we are more than what we are, on a spiritual level. That's for something spiritual. Yep. They don't want to see us walking with our head up high. Exactly. Mm-hmm. But yeah, change is coming, though, whether they like it or not. Change is coming. Change is coming. Yeah, Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, it says, "Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." Verse 16, "Let your light shine, so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Yeah, so you see, technically, we all have that light in us when we were born. Black people, we all had that light in us, and we still do, even when some of us walk in darkness. We are the light of the world. We are the salt of the earth. We are the salt of the earth. If we wasn't on this planet, just imagine if the Most High was just to take us all off this planet and put us on another planet somewhere. Man, Earth will go. This planet Earth will rot. It will start rotting just because our presence alone on this planet give it flavor and salt. I'm being real. If the Most High was to take all black people and just with a snap of a finger, we all disappear and go to another existence on another planet. Planet Earth, man, won't be the same. Society will crumble, especially America. America will crumble because we are the salt of the earth. Wherever we go, we bring flavor and salt to that place. Real talk. I'm telling you, if the Most High was to take us away from this planet and put us on another existence on another planet somewhere, Earth would rot. Because think about it, look what they're doing now, the global warming and the pollution. Man, it'll be nothing but war. I think World War III will start quick because we bring balance. Even though our people at the lower state, we are the salt of the earth. Like Yeshua just mentioned in Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, we ought to solve the earth. And that is true. Whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not, it's the truth. Yeah, let me get some more. Then let me go down. Let me jump down. Okay. Yeah, let me jump down to verse 22. Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother have aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come offer thy gift. Verse 25. Agree with thy adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. That's the key scripture I want to focus on, Matthew chapter 5, verse 25. And that is true. We got to agree with our adversaries. We got to agree with our adversaries, especially when we get pulled over by the damn pigs. When I read this script, when I first read this scripture, I immediately thought about the police pulling me over or pulling over any brother. Agree with thy adversary quickly. We don't have that white privilege. You see how these white folks be arguing with the cops? Why you pull me over, officer? Do you know who I am? I'm the son of Judge so-and-so. I'm the judge of so-and-so. You know, my daddy owned this company. You know, go catch some real criminals, officer. We can't do that. If we do that, man, they gonna be like, get out the car, get out the car. They're gonna want to pull a gun on us if we try and talk back to these cops, or pistol whippers, or tasers. Especially if it's a race soldier, if it's one of these hateful cops that's full of rage towards our people. So Matthew chapter 5, verse 25 says, agree with thy adversary quickly. I mean quickly, you gotta agree with him, while thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison or jail. And that is true. You can't argue with most of our people. You can't argue with these damn cops, because you're going to go to jail. You're going to end up getting shot or go to jail. You know, especially if it's one of these crazy cops. So it's just like if you get pulled over for a traffic ticket, you know, you just follow protocol. You know, follow protocol. You know, if he's going to give you a citation, just take it on the chin. Don't argue with him. Oh, man, why you giving me a citation? Because, and if you curse him out, they could get you for insulting the officer. I mean, they make up all type of laws. These heathens, they make up, most of these laws are man-made. I ain't gonna say most of them, but a lot of these so-called laws, they are man-made in the system. They are man-made. You know, assaulting the officer. You mean to tell me a cop could get in his feelings? If you curse out a cop, he get in his feelings, he can give you a citation for cursing him out. Man, that's some weak stuff. That's weak. You know, to show you how sensitive they is. Any way to throw somebody in jail. Any way to throw somebody in jail. That's crazy though. Just for insulting an officer. And you got to understand, you know, this walk is division, you know, you got to keep reminding yourself of that. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, it says, Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, it says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. So you see, you got to carry your cross in this walk. It's not an easy walk. Excuse me. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So you see, when you come in this walk or you follow after Christ, you're gonna lose your life, and you should find it. Meaning, you're gonna find eternal life through the kingdom. And when they say that loses his life, that could mean you're gonna lose your life physically or spiritually. What I mean by spiritual, you're gonna lose friends. You're gonna lose the life you had before you came in this walk. Think about it. Before you came into the knowledge and before you follow Christ and came into the knowledge, you was the life of the party. You was that Negro. You was that chick. You was that bad B. You was that real nigga. And I hate them terms, by the way. We got to stop calling ourselves that as black people. I'm a real nigga. I'm a bad bitch. I hate that. Why we call ourselves these negative terms? I'm being real. That's because words are spells. Words are spells. We got to stop calling ourselves that crap, man. You ain't no real nigga. You ain't no bad bitch. You're a daughter of Zion. You're a warrior of Yahudah. You're a son of Yah. You're a follower of Yahshua. You from the tribe of Judah. You from the tribe of Benjamin. You from the tribe of Levi. Whatever tribe you come from. You ain't none of these negative terms. I'm a real nigga. I'm a bad bitch. We got to stop calling ourselves them damn negative terms, because words are spells, damn it. This whole English language this whole English language was conjured from a grimoire, probably. A grimoire, which is a spell book, This whole English language is a cursive language. But, we just got to deal with it because we're in the land of our captivity. For real, they do make some of these laws up on the spot. They do, Jacob, I'm telling you. Big salute, K. Judah. Big salute. Big salute. Big salute. Yeah, I decided to do a live stream this morning, talking about how Kanye West and how brothers need to speak up more. Brothers need to speak up more for truth. Truth is power. Truth is power. Truth is power. Yep. Now we crazy, calling us crazy. No, we ain't. That's the gaslighting. No, that's what they do. They're trying to gaslight people into crazy when you speak truth. No, we ain't crazy. Your own family members gonna say you're crazy when you start talking against certain things that they was taught. See, when you have a higher level of conscience or awakening, that's what happens. People that's operating in a lower frequency, they gonna come at you like that. Because you're trying to seek that light of truth. Man, let me read this. Man, I just turned to this, man, Let me read Zechariah chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 4. I just turned the scripture and it led me here. All praises. Since I'm talking, ain't that so? I'm talking about how crazy these cops is. And I just turned my Bible page and I landed on Zechariah chapter 11. So I'm going to read Zechariah chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 4. And it reads, "Thus says the Lord my God, feed the flock of feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Don't they do that when they mow us down on the street? Even during chattel slavery, when they lynched our brothers and sisters, when they mutilated our sisters, did all type of experiments on our people during the Tuskegee experiments. Don't they hold themselves not guilty? And you know what's disturbing? When they did lynching to our people, they still was giving praises to the Lord. These crazy, wicked Gentiles. They took it a tad too far. They went overboard with the punishment. They went overboard. I think they did worse than the Egyptians. Yeah, they did stuff to us in ancient Egypt, the Egyptians, but the Gentiles, man, they did way worse. They went overboard, overkill. They overkill, man. They went overkill. I mean, when you gonna lynch your brother, shoot him, so you gonna still shoot him while he hanging from the tree and then set him on fire? Man, that's overkill. That's in their nature, though. Look when they see they serial killers. They serial killers, man, like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer. These are some wicked men. These were some demons. They was demons in the human flesh. Yeah, they looked at human, but no, they was demons. They was straight up demonic, especially Ted Bundy. They say he wasn't happy unless he was killing women. That's disturbing. That's a demon. Yeah. It all goes down to, some vessels was created to be dishonorable vessels, But yeah, let me read that again. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And that's what they do. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and they own shepherds pity them not. Man, I wonder if Kanye West read some scriptures. I hope he's reading scriptures. Kanye West, you need to be reading the scriptures, Kanye West, because I'm sure he probably read some of the scriptures. I think Kanye West could have probably read Deuteronomy 28. I think he read it. I think he read Deuteronomy chapter 28. He had to read it if he knew who we were, if he brought that up about us being Jews. Straight up, he had to read it. Because when you read that whole chapter of Deuteronomy 28, it's just talking about a specific group of people. It's not talking about everybody in the world. It's speaking to a specific group of people when you read the Bible. Speaking to Israel, whether you like it or not, it's speaking to Israel because the Most High made that covenant with Israel. Yes, he created all the other nations. He created all the other nationalities and nations, but he specifically chose one nation that he wanted to give his oracles and wisdom to, and that was Israel. Straight up, you can't get around it. I'm gonna prove it that he gave wisdom to Israel. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at verse 5. Deuteronomy chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 5. Let's prove that he gave wisdom to Israel. He chose Israel to give the wisdom to. And it reads, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land, whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation. So you see, he's talking about one nation. He's talking about that specific nation he chose. He says, in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who have God so nigh unto them or near them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, unless they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life. But teach them, thy sons and thy sons' sons. That's right. So you see, he gave it to Israel. You can't get around it, family. You can't get around it. But let me see what's going on. You could change the words mean refuse, ask what they want, like the phase boom down. Exactly. Exactly. That's right. He's speaking to Israel. Appreciate the scripture drops. Yep. He's speaking to Israel indeed. He's talking to Israel. He made the covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we could back that up. Let's get some more. Let's go to Psalms 147. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Psalms 147, verses 19 and 20. We're gonna go to Psalms 147, verses 19 and 20. And it reads, He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel, no, unto China, unto Israel, no, unto Ham, unto Israel, no, unto Europe, unto Israel, no, America, the whole world, unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. Let me start that again. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Come on now, it's talking to Israel. We definitely know the judgments. Israel definitely know the judgments because we're going through the punishment now. We're going through the majority of our people going through the punishment now. We ain't the head, we the tail. We're not the head. We were supposed to be the head, but we refused. Our ancestors refused to cooperate with the covenant. They broke covenant. They broke protocol. And fast forward to 2022, here we are at the bottom of the barrel. At the bottom of the barrel. Straight up. Yep, so that's, you have it right there. He showed his statutes and judgments to Israel. No other nation he dealt with. Now, he still could use the other nations. He used the other nations to do his bidding, but as for like dealing with them like he did with us, no, it's a different story. It's a different story. And you see, like if another nation have a vision, they got to get it. They got to go to an Israelite. They got to go to an Israelite and get that dream interpret. Because you got a lot of other nations be online talking, well, I had a vision. God gave me a vision. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, and we could prove it, because let's go to Daniel chapter 2. Daniel chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1. The book of Daniel chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1, and it reads, In the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. So you mean he was having a strong dream? He was having probably one of them strong lucid dreams. I mean, he was just bugged out when he woke up. Verse 2. Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream or to understand the dream. I mean, he couldn't understand the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king and Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto my, if you will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. Golly, Nebuchadnezzar was ruthless. This was a ruthless king. You mean to tell me if they couldn't tell him what his dream was, he was going to chop them up and he was going to turn their houses into dunghills? Man, that's a ruthless king. Man, he was ruthless. He was sound like he was a dictator. Nebuchadnezzar was an ancient dictator, y'all. That was some ancient dictator. Verse 6, but if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore, show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it. The king answered and said, I know of certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you. For ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me, till the time be changed. Therefore, tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof. Verse 10, the Chaldeans answered before the king and say, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore, there is no king, lord, no ruler. They ask such things at any magician or astrologer or Chaldean. And it is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other that can show it before the king, except the gods, whose dwelling in not with flesh. For this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. And the decree went forth that the wise men shall be slain. And they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. Then Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, to Mishael, and to Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of the God of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. Verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Yah forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removed kings and set up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou Yah of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made me known unto me now what we desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon. Bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation. Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captains of Judah that will make known unto the king the interpretation. The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar. Let me see if I can pronounce this. Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen and the interpretation thereof? Now, I probably butchered that name, but oh well, we know it's Daniel. You know, we're talking about Daniel the prophet. Verse 27, Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king hath demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers and the magicians and the soothsayers show unto the king? But there is a God in heaven that revealeth secrets and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon the bed are these. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts come unto thy mind, unto thy bed. What shall come to pass hereafter? And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes they shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. Thou, O king, sawest and behold a great image, this great image whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Talking about that statue, that Nebuchadnezzar statue, that big statue. You could actually Google the images talking about that statue. You know, and we know that statue represent like the Gentile kingdoms, you know, the Gentile dynasties, you know, the golden head represent Nebuchadnezzar rule, you know, the silver, like the silver part represent the Medes and the Persians, you know, let's see. The legs of iron represent the the Greece, you know, the Greco-Roman Empire, and you know, and the last part represent the fourth beast. Yeah, that's how you know the fourth beast is the Romans. It ain't mentioned nothing about no Ishmaelites, you know. We in the fourth beast, which is the Roman Empire. You know, we know the great whore is the Roman Catholic Church, the mother of all harlots. You know, that's teaching us false doctrine, you know. But I just want to read up to here, though, you know. I ain't going to read the rest of it. You know, I just want to touch base on that. Like when another nation have a dream or made a vision, they got to go to an Israelite and get it interpreted and give that dream interpreted. But we know due to the pride of the Gentiles, they're not going to do that. They ain't going to do that. They call people who believe in visions mentally ill. I know. They sure do. You know, now you do got other spiritual practices that induce visions, like they take, like the shamans, you know, in other cultures, they got the shamans. They ingest in like certain type of plants or smoke stuff, and they have these shamanic visions and all something, you know, in certain cultures. But we're not supposed to be on that shamanic stuff. You ain't gonna read about no Israelite shaman in the Bible. Hebrew shamans, you know. Like the Native Americans, they that's part of their spiritual practice, the shamans and all that, the Native Americans, you know. But yeah, but we know that like if another nation have a supervision, they supposed to get it interpreted by Israelite, you know, because the Most High, he gave us the oracles, he gave us the visions, you know. And all the prophets in the Bible was of the stock of Israel. All the prophets and prophets and prophetesses, because you had women that prophesied too. They was all out of the stock of Israel, they was all out of the stock of Israel, you know. And I know they took a lot of books out the Bible. That made me think too. I wonder if you had major female prophets, we probably don't even know about them because they probably took them out the Bible. Because they took so many books out the Bible. I be thinking sometimes, I overthink. I'm an open-minded person. What if you did had some women prophets that was like on a level of Isaiah and Ezekiel, but the Roman Catholic Church probably could have took it out the Bible. We don't know about it. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. But we know women could prophesize too. Women could prophesize, because the Most High, He pour out His Spirit on the sons and daughters. Now that don't mean for a woman to usurp authority over a man, because we gotta follow the proper protocol, which is the order. The Most High, Christ, man, woman, and child in the order of righteousness. Gotta follow that righteous protocol. But I'm just saying, I wonder if they had like female women, Israelite women prophets we don't know about. They could have took them out the Bible, and because they took so many books out the Bible. I'm just saying, that's just a thought. That's just food for thought. An Israelite doctor said, aphantasia is my mental illness, and they want me to take pills. Aphantasia? Yeah, don't take no pills, brother. Don't take no, because you can't trust some of these pills for certain illnesses because they have side effects. They have side effects. A lot of these pills have side effects. Yeah, you don't want to take all them pills. They have side effects and stuff. That's what's wrong. They want to shoot our people up with pills, especially our children. And I can't stand how they gave a lot of our young boys autism, man. A lot of black boys had suffered from autism during the 80s and 90s, with these shots, and our girls. But I think it affected a lot of boys, the autism. It's just a damn shame how they want to shoot our babies up with these shots and all that. Like I said, the best vaccine you could give to a newborn baby is his or her mother's milk. That's what an infant should be getting, the mother's milk. That's the best antibiotic a baby could get is from his mother's milk. But no, these damn wicked bastards, they want to shoot them up with all these shots. Soon as they come out the womb, they want to stick the needle in the little newborn baby. Man, that don't make no sense. They want to cut the umbilical cord. No, they say you're supposed to let the umbilical cord stay on for like a few minutes. Let the umbilical cord stay on for like a few minutes, But as soon as the baby come out, snip the cord off and get the needle ready to give the baby a shot. Baby not even a few minutes old when they come out the womb. Not even a few seconds old, they want to stick the needle on the newborn baby. That is madness. That is straight up madness. They deem everything that's culture mental illness. Exactly. No, I don't take them. But they force you by holding you down, and it makes you hear blasphemous words. Exactly. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, they want to force you to take like you're an animal. You ain't no animal, bro. They want to. Yeah, that's what they do. They hold you down and they force it down your mouth. That medicine. That's toxic, man. You see, our ancestors They was on natural. They practiced naturopathic healing, a naturopathic healing. Natural. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a word called naturopath. You know, naturopathic healing. You know, natural. They use the land. They used herbs. The Most High created herbs for us to use as healing, not no medicine. Pharmakia, you know, it come. You know, it come. Pharmacy come from the word pharmakia. You know, that's why I say big pharma is a wicked industry. Big pharma. All these pills, vitamins. Now, ain't nothing wrong taking vitamins. We supposed to take vitamins, you know, like get you some vitamins. Like, as a matter of fact, I gotta give me some vitamin C. Get you some elderberry vitamins. You could get the gummies too, like the gummy vitamins. Excuse me. There's so much vitamins out there you could take, but no, they want us to take all the medicines, like the prescription drugs and all that. I'm so sick and tired of seeing these commercials about these medicines, about antidepressants, antidepressants. What's the point of taking an antidepressant when one of the side effects is suicide thoughts? That sounds like it's a curse you're putting on yourself. If you battle depression and they want you to take an antidepressant pill and it's gonna give you suicide thoughts, man, that's defeating the purpose. That's defeating the purpose. I mean, when they be explaining the side effects on these commercials, it's make you skeptical. You don't want to take the medicine. And I understand everybody's body is different, you know, when it comes to taking medication. Everybody's body gonna react different. Oh yeah, if the prophets was walking around today, if the prophets of old was walking around in our day, yeah, they'll put him in a mental institution. Agreed, yeah. They say Moses was mentally ill, bro. If he was born in this generation, they would want to put him in a psych ward. Exactly. That goes for any prophet. Yeah, they want to put him in a psych ward. They shoot you up with needle, and after that, people think you don't have feelings no more. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. But exactly. You know, you just gotta that's what they do. Like I said, it's all about making money off of people in the medical industry. That's what it's all about. You know, and speaking about the herbs, Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, it says, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, and which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for me. So you see, man, you know, supposed to live off the land, you know. Like people in the ancient world, they made medications from the ground. You know, they used the ground. They had healing herbs, healing berries. You know, they made their healing concoctions and all that. Look how our grandmothers used to come up with these remedies back in the day. Our grandmothers. How you think they learned them remedies? They learned it from their mothers. You know, passed down from the family. You don't have that these days. You know, like these old remedies that our grandmothers used to make, and they used to work too. Them things used to knock out a cold with the quickness. Them old remedies they used to make. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Something right quick. Okay. I'm still here, y'all. I'm just doing something in the background. All right. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we out here. All right. But I hope y'all having a good day today, on this Shabbat. Ah, oh well. Yeah, I might go check out Black Adam though, the movie Black Adam, sometime next week or whenever. That movie came out. I've been hearing good reviews about it so far. The movie Black Adam, the DC movie. I might go check that out maybe sometime down the line. You know. There you go. Big salute, Monster Moshe. Big salute, Ak. Big salute. Monster Moshe in the building. This. Let me read Ecclesiastes chapter 1, too. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 17. Let's see. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. And I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So you see, even Solomon, man, he knew madness. You getting them texts too, Nama Real? You getting them texts about voting? Yeah, they've been hitting my text up about voting. I ain't going voting. Voting for what? Ain't nothing gonna change till man righteousness be restored on this earth. That's what we want. We vote for Yeshua HaMashiach. We want him for our president because the senile madman ain't doing nothing for us. It don't matter who they put in office. It's gonna be the same buffoonery and the same nonsense. Straight up. Michael Myers Halloween to the end. Wow. But yeah, back to what I was reading, Solomon, in the Ecclesiastes, because it's Solomon. That's who the preacher is in the book of Ecclesiastes. That's Solomon. He was like, I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness. So Solomon, he probably was dabbling into some kind of crazy stuff too. He probably could have been dabbling into all kind of outside books. That's why it caused him to go mad and folly. And plus, he built altars to those false deities, some other gods and goddesses, because he's marrying all these strange women. And so he built altars to these false deities and these other deities that wasn't the God of Israel, and that pissed off the Most High, and it could have caused him to go mad. It caused Solomon to go mad. And it was folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. And that is true. Because the more you know, you gain knowledge, especially if you read these scriptures, and you getting it's elevating you up to a higher level of consciousness, and you know who you are, and you knowing who the Most High in Christ is, and it's gonna cause you grief because you can't relate to most people. You can't relate to most people in the world because they still stuck on a lower level, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault because they've been taught that, and you gotta see cognitive dissonance. They don't want their truth, their lies to be destroyed by the truth. Cognitive dissonance. That word cognitive dissonance. Yeah, they've been sending me text messages about them voting. I ain't voting. It's all a game anyway. Like I said, nothing gonna be changed anyway. It's gonna be the same buffoonery. All kind of madness. Yeah, but I took off today. They'll be all right. I put in the hands of the Most High. What's gonna happen? Gonna happen. I took off today. I needed the rest, man. My feet hurting. It's raining outside. Kind of cool. I said, let me rest my body. Take me a day off. Sometimes you gotta do that on a job. Real talk. You gotta have your me time. You gotta look out for yourself sometime on these jobs. You know what I mean? If your job allow you to do that, because certain jobs, man, they strict. If you call off, they want to get you out the door. certain type of jobs, especially if you work offshore. If you work them type of jobs like that, you know, they want to fire you on the spot just for calling off. You know, the way I look at it, man, you know, this all could have been avoided if we was right, if our ancestors was right. If we would have stayed in tune with the Most High, we wouldn't have to be working none of these damn jobs, man. Straight up. All right, here we go. They say you signed up and you didn't sign up. They're trying to force you into voting, huh? Saying I signed up. I rebuke you in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. I blocked them. That's what's up, sister. Yeah, block them buffoons. Trying to get you to vote, man. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time if you ask me. It's a waste of time. Because they gonna do what they want to do anyway. Exactly. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Nobody really want to work them jobs where they at. I'm just being real. It don't matter if you're an Israelite or Gentile. Most Americans, they don't want to be at them jobs where they be at, but they got to do it, to make ends meet, to support their family. And I respect that. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But you see, if our people love one another, if so-called black people had that love for one another, that more powerful force of the universe love, we won't have to be working at these jobs. We could have been supporting each other businesses, building up commerce amongst each other. We tried it before with Black Wall Street, but that was destroyed by the jealousy of the Gentiles. We tried it with Black Wall Street, with Rosewood, even during segregation. During Jim Crow segregation, our people, they like when I watch Lovecraft Country, like parts of that, the storyline took place during segregation, like in the 1940s and 60s, I think. And our people was thriving. That was a good series, man. I don't know, man. I'm so ticked off they canceled that Lovecraft Country. Man, I'm so ticked off. They need to bring back Lovecraft Country, man. Minus all the sodomite scenes in there, I don't like that. I don't like how they want to force the sodomite scenes in the black TV shows these days. It's a hot mess. But yeah, other than all that buffoonery, that sodomite crap, yeah, it was a good series, and they canceled it, man. They should have had a season 2. I hate how because you see, even the series American Gods, that's a good series, I gotta finish season 3. I'm almost finished with season 3 based off the book, but yeah, all the good black TV shows they cancel. Every black TV show don't have to be about the stereotypical hood stuff, the loudmouth black woman, the gun-toting thug brother, the drug lord, the bad beat, the real nigga, no. You know, if I was a movie director and I make a movie about this young black man trying to get his ship captain license or something, or trying to be a boat captain, man, that movie probably won't even get no support from black people. Oh, I ain't going to watch that, man. Why the damn brother being a ship captain? That's boring. Oh man, he ain't no real nigga, man. He trying to be boat captain. I ain't going to watch that shit. He a corny. Oh, that's a corny nigga. I can see this. That's a corny nigga. He trying to be a boat captain, but he making that money though. Shit. He get his captain's license. He be making that. He a tugboat captain. He making that money. Shit, he sitting pretty. Yeah, Ruthless. Yeah, that was an abomination too. Ruthless. Yeah, about that cult. Yeah, that's your abomination, man. That Tyler Ferris show called Ruthless. Mm-hmm. That was an abomination. They probably canceled that too, because I thought they was gonna have season 2. They probably canceled that too. Ruthless. Matter of fact, I don't think they gonna. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it now. Ruthless. Hold up. Season 2. I don't think they gonna do it. Let me see. I think it's just one season so far. Oh, they got 3 seasons? What? Oh, I didn't know they had 3 seasons. Is season 3 out? Let's see. Okay. Season 3 of Ruthless premieres March 10th on BET. Damn, I didn't know they had 3 seasons. I thought they stopped. I thought they canceled it. Yep. But man, they wanna let stuff like Ruthless fly, but man, they don't want to make a Lovecraft Country season 2. I am pissed. I am pissed off. Because the storyline for season 2 was interesting, you know, but they canceled it. Yeah, but the redlining, yeah. We tried it with white people, but they still redlining won't hire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they be redlining our people. Yeah, the redlining. And that's another thing. Cause I was watching the other day, I was watching one of New Breed's live stream about the social currency. It was something he was talking about, the social media currency, something like social credit. He was talking about, because he was showing in China, they got something they starting calling social credit. Basically, what, you know how you got a credit score? You know how you got your credit score with the credit cards and stuff? And with credit, basically, he was explaining, he was showing, like in China, they're gonna have something called social credit. Basically, having to do with what you post on social media and the internet. Say like if you post a lot of controversial posts on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, it could mess up your social credit score. Say if you got like a social credit score of 300 or lower than 300, it basically prevents you from like operating in society. Like you can't get on a bus, you can't get a job, you can't. It's crazy. Basically, they blackballing your life. Basically, if you got a low social credit score, they're gonna blackball your life. Meaning you ain't gonna be able to participate in certain things. You ain't gonna be able to probably buy or sell things. You ain't gonna be able to go to the movies because you gonna basically they're gonna shun you in society. That is so stupid if you ask me. China, man. That's why I say I'm glad I'm not Chinese. You know, I'm glad I'm not Chinese because they got it bad, man, in China and them other countries. It's like they want nobody to think for themselves. They want everybody to be a monolith. They want everybody to be a drone, a robot. You know, they want everybody to be a robot. Nobody to think for themselves. Social credit. That is some bull crap, social credit. And God forbid that comes to the United States. You mean to tell me if basically they're already doing it now with the shadow banning? It's bad enough they shadow banning people channel. They shadow banning us. So but yeah, social credit. I'm gonna have to look into it some more. The social credit. That don't make any sense though. It's bad enough. They got credit scores with the credit card, all these scams, and it's nothing but scams if you ask me. A credit score. A credit score ain't gonna decide will you evolve spiritually or not, or good to kingdom of heaven. But yeah, that's crazy though. Social credit. It's like they want to censor people. They don't want you to speak your mind no more. That's what it is. If you ask me, they don't want you to speak your mind no more. And I know I'm not voting. I know that for a fact. I ain't voting. I ain't voting at all. Let's see. I think all of this free labor is enough credit, but it's not up to me. Right, exactly. All that free labor. But yeah, that social credit, man, that don't make no sense. Whatever you post on social media or online, it could affect your life. That's bull crap. And some jobs already do that, yeah. Some jobs they could go look at your social media account. That's why I tell people, if you're on social media, don't befriend your coworkers on the job on social media. If you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, don't befriend your coworkers on the job. Now, some people do it, but I advise against it unless it's somebody that you could trust. But if you're gonna befriend your coworkers on Facebook or whatever, be careful what you post. Be careful what you post. But me personally, I want to advise it because you never know, you could have that hater, that person that's hating on you on a job, and you posting some solid truth, or you just posting your mind, whatever you speak in your mind, and it might rubs them the wrong way. They could go to HR on you. They could screenshot it, and then in the age of screenshotting, heck yeah, they screenshot your post and show that to the human resource officer, and your ass will be out the door. You'll be out the door before Friday. But most people, they fire you. Most jobs they fire you on a Friday. That's the worst. I think that's the worst day to get fired on a Friday. They're gonna fire you on a Friday instead of a Monday on a weekend. Because they know it's the weekend and they want you to feel that dread for that whole weekend while they're getting rid of you. At least fire a joker, at least fire somebody on a Monday or the middle of the week. Won't wait till the weekend. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this stream. We had an hour and 40 minutes. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, I just want to come on here and talk about a few things. But like Kanye West, he's speaking truth, and like I say, more black men need to speak up. But we know if you're a famous black man, if you in this, high society, and you speak up about certain issues, they're gonna try to take you out because they want us to stay docile, they want us to stay ignorant, they want us to stay in the status quo, how things is. They don't want their little set up to fall. Man, I hate this English language. God damn it, I hate this language. Yeah, I hate this damn language. I had to take speech, man, when I was in elementary school. I had to take speech. The best thing about taking speech, what I liked about when we have to take speech, you get out of class, get out to a class and just go somewhere else. You have to listen to the teacher's boring lectures. But yeah, man, we good at botching up this language though, especially those down here in the South. Shit, but I'm glad of that too. I'm not mad about that because this ain't our language anyway. Straight up. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Y'all make sure y'all check out K Judah's live stream. Matter of fact, let me see when he's going live. He's gonna go live at 2:30 p.m. The Great Falling Away. Woo! And look at that. Look at that. I'm looking at the stuff now. Got a lot of people falling in hell in the lake of fire, jumping off the cliff into the lake of fire. And you got that flaming skull like the Ghost Rider. Ooh, man, that's how it's gonna be, man. That's horrific. That's horrific. That a great falling away. Man, dangerous ground. Man. Yep, so y'all check that out at 2:30 on K Judah's show, The Great Falling Away. At 2:30 p.m. The Great Falling Away. I'm telling you, if they didn't shadow ban that brother's channel, his channel be blowing up. He should be getting more views than he get. He should have more subscribers than that. Like I say, I hate YouTube for that. It's like it's always the channels that's sincere and promoting truth and trying to lead people the right way. They shadow ban. I can't stand that. This algorithm, man, we need to vote against this algorithm. That's something to vote against, the YouTube algorithm, the Google algorithm. That's what we need to vote against. But we know if we vote against that, they ain't gonna do nothing about it. They're gonna continue to push this algorithm. Real talk. I hate it. I hate this YouTube algorithm because if you do bull crap and show buffoonery, it's gonna boost you up. It's like if you do low vibrational stuff, if you're on that low vibrational stuff, the algorithm it's gonna open the floodgates for you. If you're a woman that's trying to be decently and carry yourself like a classy lady, you ain't gonna get a lot of views. But if you dressing half naked and twerking in the kitchen and cooking, man, you're gonna get 1 million views within the New York second, man. Because you actually got that. You got some woman that's dressing half naked. I mean, wearing skimpy shorts and cooking and twerking. I'll be like, Lord, what the world coming to? This is some low vibrational shit. You don't realize when you twerking like that, you inviting demons, you enticing incubuses to come into your house. When you twerking in the mirror, don't realize a mirror is a gateway to the spiritual realm, man. When you twerking in that bathroom, you think nobody watching you, man. Them demons on the other side of that mirror watching your ass. Them incubus, they taking bets on who gonna get you tonight. Real talk. It may sound crazy, but this spiritual shit is real. This spiritual realm is real. Just like how you got the physical realm, earth realm, this 3D world, you got the fourth dimension, which is the spiritual realm. When you dream at night, you enter the astral realm or spiritual realm. When you dream at night, you in the fourth dimension, the astral realm, the spiritual realm. When you're getting attacked by something from the fourth dimension, a demon. Y'all don't have to believe what I'm saying, but to each his own. That spiritual shit is real. The spiritual realm is real. The fourth dimension, the astral realm, whatever you want to call it, the dream world, that is real. And that's like for brothers too. When you're watching pornography, and watching all kind of provocative stuff or watching twerk videos, you inviting the succubus to come in. You inviting them in. You open up them portals. The rabbit hole goes deep, fam. Any type of just like when you drinking strong drink. That's why you think they call it spirits. Certain alcohols they call spirits. If you drinking all that stuff, if you drink heavy and you get drunk, them spirits will jump on you. You know, that's why I say drink responsibly. And I'm not knocking nobody that drink, because I drink. I drink some brown liquor sometime, but I know my limit. I know my limit. I'm just being real. I'm testifying. Like I said, I don't knock nobody that drink or smoke. Because we all got vices we struggle with. Because that's what makes us. That's part of our flaws as humans. We all have vices we struggle with as human beings. So I'm not gonna judge my brothers or sisters that might smoke a little weed, or drink a little liquor, but they gotta overcome them vices, on their own terms through the power of Yeshua HaMashiach. And they gotta want to overcome them vices, Like I said, ain't no judgment zone, because we all filthy rags, we all trying to get it right. Nobody perfect. We strive to be blameless every day through the power of Yeshua HaMashiach, But yeah, that's just food for thought, though, Yeah, that's just food for thought. I say I was about to end this live stream. Before you know it, I'll be rambling on. It'll be 2 hours. That's how I do. That's how I get down. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Sister Oracle 007. She been dropping them cooking videos. See what we did? Shout out to Amina Coleman. I guess she was inspired by Amina Coleman and me. She been dropping them cooking videos. That soup she made, that looked good. That vegetable soup that she did, and she had one with a smoothie. I'm gonna go check out them other ones she did with the smoothie. She been dropping them cooking videos, so y'all go check that out. Sister Oracle 007. The Oracle 007. She been doing the cooking videos. So y'all check that out, family. Ain't nothing like, when food is good, because you see, especially when you prepare it with love, that's when it's gonna be a good food, a good dish. When you do it out of love, when you're cooking. Yes, indeed. When you put your foot down in the kitchen and you doing it out of love, that's when the food gonna taste good, because that's energy. When you bring good energy into your cooking, your food gonna be good. Straight up. Barakatah Mishpachah. Bless y'all, family. Barakatah Mishpachah. That's right. Yeah. Last high, but first fired, unfortunately. Yep. That's true. Oh, yeah, they be quick to fire a Negro. One, especially on some of these jobs. Even if you just stand up straight, you just walking straight with your head up high with confidence, they won't plot to fire you, because you walking with confidence and you comfortable in your own skin. Yes, indeed. But all right, family, man. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all to pure heart, man. Like I said, I was rambling earlier, I said a few outlandish stuff, but that's how I get down sometimes. But like I say, I don't know if it was outlandish. I was just speaking my mind, when I was talking about that spiritual stuff, but yeah. But yeah, man, there's an unseen world. That's common sense. There's an unseen world out there. That's why the Most High have the veil over it for a reason. Because if he was to remove that veil, we'll be seeing all kind of crazy entities. We'll be seeing angels fighting other entities. We'll be seeing jinns fighting angels and stuff. We'll be seeing all kind of them crazy stuff. We'll be seeing creatures from other realms. I'm being real. That's why the Most High had to put a veil over, earth. We'll go crazy to see all that stuff. You just going out and about. You see a damn 10 feet tall angel fighting a damn 30-foot tall demon, man. That'd be like something you see on a movie. a group of battle angels battling a 30-foot tall demon, and they just beating the hell out of this demon. Like, what the hell is that? Man, you're gonna lose your mind seeing that, Your Wi-Fi acting up. Yeah, sometimes my Wi-Fi act up. It all depend with the service or the weather. You know, sometimes the weather could cause that to act up, the Wi-Fi and all that. Mm-hmm. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, family. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Let y'all start y'all day. But like I say, y'all make sure later on 2:30, y'all check out that live stream about the great falling away on K Judah show. About the great falling away, because yeah, that is going on. There's a lot of falling away. There's a lot of and it just don't have nothing to do with the Israelite movement. There's a lot of falling away out of Christianity too. Israelite is basically it's a great falling away from the Bible. If you want to be on a technical level, it's a great falling away from the Bible. Because in this day and age, not too many people, you know, it's like they're not interested in talking about the Bible. They're not going to church. They don't want to have nothing to do with the Abrahamic religions. You got people saying that they done with the Abrahamic religions. You know, they just want to go into other spiritual practices, you know, whether it's Buddhism, Hinduism, African spirituality, shamanism, becoming shamans and all that, you know. And it's a great falling away from, if you really want to look at it on a higher level, it's a great falling away from the Abrahamic religions, you know. In this day, because most of the young people, they want to get into spirituality. They see these shows like Supernatural, movies like with vampires and werewolves and magicians and all that. They think that's cool. They want to get into that type of stuff without doing any proper research, and then they open up portals and they summon certain type of entities that scare the shit out of them, and now they want to run back to the Christian church, you know, because they don't know what the hell they doing. They want to follow a trend. You can't follow a trend in certain things, man. You know, you give your energy to some type of entity, they're gonna, and you can't just walk away from them without closing that portal. They're gonna want that energy. You know, people don't understand that. Yeah. You know, everybody want to see, we live in a day and age that everybody want to jump in these trends. They want to follow trends. And when a trend die off, they think it just jump to the next trend. No, it doesn't work like that. You know. But yeah. You know, it's just food for thought, though. That's just food for thought. But yeah, like I say, y'all can walk away from the Bible all y'all want. It ain't going nowhere. The word of the Most High is not going nowhere. I'm being honest. Y'all can walk away from the scriptures all y'all want. The word ain't going nowhere. The word of the Most High is not going nowhere. The word will stand forever. The word will stand forever. Whether y'all like it or not, the word will stand forever. But I tell you one thing, if our people, if 80% of our people, if 85% of our people will start following this Bible wholeheartedly, you'll see major changes in the black community. I said that before. I said if 85% of our people start following this Bible wholeheartedly, you see major changes in the black community. You'll see major changes. You'll see black families thriving. You'll see happy black homes. You'll see brothers and sisters walking upright, loving one another. They'll be saying no to that type of music. They'll be banning the drill music. They'll be banning the thug culture. You know, but you're always gonna have the rumble rousers out there too. You're always gonna have the rumble rousers out there. But I'm just saying, if 85% of our people to start following these scriptures and keeping the law, statutes, commandments, there'll be major changes in the black community. I'm just being real. There'll be major changes in the black community. But all right, fam, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. This is like the third or second time I said I'm gonna sign off. You know, I'm almost at my limit on StreamYard, but I got another account though. I'm almost at my limit. It ain't no big deal. I got like 2 other emails I could use my StreamYard for. See, that's how you get around it. If you run out, if you burn out your 20 hours, you get you another email and set up another account. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom. Sister Eve ate the fruit of lies. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah. I went live. Let's see. I went live about around at least early this morning. Yes, indeed. But I'm gonna be able to catch K Judah's live stream at 2:30. I took off today. I said, man, I'm gonna be around all them people. Want to be around all that energy. And yeah, you know, you got Halloween coming up Monday. All praise to the Most High. I'm off. I'm off on Halloween. Because if I had to work for Halloween, I wouldn't go in. I probably wouldn't go in. I probably wouldn't go in. Even though I had a mid shift, you know, I think some believers do that too. They don't go to work on Halloween. You know, some believers, you know, they probably don't show up to work on Halloween. If your job, some unbelievers of the faith, and I don't blame them. You know, because you don't want to be around all that type of energy. You know, for Halloween, you don't want to be around all that type of energy or for any one of these holidays. You know, I'm open minded. You know, I'll be open minded on this channel. You know, I'll be saying some open minded stuff on this channel. I think if these creatures was walking around like vampires and werewolves, I think they'd probably get offended seeing us celebrating Halloween. Man, them vampires and werewolves and ghouls, they're probably, that's racist, man. Y'all being racist humans. Y'all mocking us, man. They'll probably look at that as being, they'd probably be offended seeing us celebrating that shit. You know? Be like, y'all making mockery of us. I'm just being open-minded right now. You know? I know if I was one of them creatures, I'd be offended, man. If I was a werewolf or a vampire, man, I'd be offended, man. People celebrating Halloween. Like, y'all think it's a game out here? This ain't no joke. Y'all making a joke out of us. But yeah, that's just an open-minded, open-minded conversation. I'll be thinking a lot, I be in my thoughts a lot. You ain't answering your door. I don't blame you. Well, what you do is just don't have you cut your don't even answer the door. Cut it off. Like have your door off. Like have the light off. I seen some Israelites they'll make a little printout say we do not celebrate pagan days. They put it on their door, and they put it on their door and say we don't celebrate Halloween. So do not knock on the door. We doing it for the children. We doing it for the children. Trunk or treat. Just like in a church, they be having trunk or treat. It ain't no different. You're still observing it. Trunk or treat. When they park all the cars in the church parking lot and they fill it up with candy. Trunk or treat. That sound crazy. Trunk or treat. Then they're gonna be having the adults, they're gonna be having their Halloween parties. The adults, they're gonna be having their Halloween parties, getting down, getting drunk, and fornicating like rabbits, committing adultery and all that, being infidels and all that stuff, getting down with the dirtiness, just all kind of madness. Man, see what y'all did, man. I was supposed to end this live stream. We had 2 hours. I told y'all I was gonna go at 2 hours. That's how it be. I be rambling on. Somebody show up at the last minute. That's how, man. I'm telling you, it always never fails. It always never fails. Every time I'm doing a live stream, I'm about to wrap it up. A sister or brother show up at the last minute. They'll spark up a topic or conversation. And next thing you know, the live stream end up being 3 or 4 hours long. It never fails. It never fails. It never fails. But I don't blame you, Yakoba. Don't answer the door. Don't answer the door. You know, they should know about you know, I hope Karen just walk out. Yeah, you gonna have a lot of Karens trick or treating with their children. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, beware. That's the monster they need to be looking out for. The monster known as Karen. That's the monster they need to look out for. The monster known as Karen. She's a dreadful creature. She dwells from the deepest parts of the caves where the filth infested people dwell, the mangy mutts, the mangy two-legged dog people, the pale swine-eating two-legged dog people. The Karen is a savage creature. She's on the prowl when she sees the people known as black folk having a good time. She immediately comes to the scene and threatens them with the power of the police force known as the Centaurians. She's a dreadful creature. Beware of the Karen. She's sexual frustrated. She's overweight. She smells like rotten choke cheese and Doritos. She don't brush her teeth every time. She's unattractive. And she is a filthy creature. Beware of the dreadful beast known as the Karen. Stop, man. Let me stop. Let me stop being a buffoon, man. Oh, man. Let me stop, man. Let me stop acting a donkey with myself. But hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you got to have a good laugh, man, to combat all this sadness in the world. You know what I mean? You got to have a good laugh. You know, to hell with it. I'm a joke. You know, to hell with it. That's part of who I am. To hell with it. Yeah. She's a dreadful creature, though, y'all. The Karen. Beware of the Karen. Beware of the Karen. I know they got signs say they need to make a sign say beware of Karen. I bet you if I make a sign like that and sell that, man, they'll probably get offended. Beware of Karen. Choke cheese. Choke cheese. You know what I'm trying to say? Choke cheese. Choke cheese. Like toes. Yeah, that's what we say down here. Toe cheese. Man, it smell like toe cheese. Toe cheese. Did you say choke cheese? Toe cheese. You know my words come out butchered up. Yeah, everyone think he's crazy, and that's what he gets, shaking my head. Only our people. Yeah, black people could never stick together. Agree, they could never stick together for nothing. They only stick together when it's for negative stuff. But when you're trying to operate at a higher level and on some positive stuff, they don't want to stick together. They look at that as being boring, lame, corny, you know. No, he ain't crazy. He exposing the industry. He exposing them Khazarian devils. They're the only group, they like the major group of people you can't say nothing about. If you criticize the so-called Jews, the Khazarians, man, you could lose your livelihood. And God forbid if you work with one on a job, you got to walk on eggshells. Because if you get into it with one of them on a job, they could go to human resources, and you already know they're going to take their side. They're going to take their side, and you out the door. You out the door. Yeah, for real. Everyone folds when it comes to these fake Khazarians. And they know they're not the people. That's the sad part. The Khazarians know they're not the people of the book. They know they're not the people, but they still want to use that facade, and they know the majority of the people are gullible. They know the majority of the people in the society are gullible. And so they're going to continue with the facade. Oh, you can't say nothing about them. Don't say nothing about the Jews. Hey, shut up. Don't speak bad about the Jews. Hey, that's God's people. That's God's chosen people. You know, they sure don't act like it. You know, yeah, they do the little stuff in Israel. They do their little practices, they Judaism, religion practices, but they're not the people of the book. I don't see no Silverberg or no Heidenstein dunking a basketball goal like Jordan. I don't see no wide receivers making touchdowns named Goldberg or anything, or Heikenstein, you know. You know, their names they be coming up with Wolfstein, you know, all them names and stuff. I don't see that in the NFL, you know, or musicians. Why you don't see no Jewish musicians? No Jewish music artists. You know, I'm sure they got them out there like in Israel, but I'm talking about in America, in the mainstream, you know. It's always our people that everybody follow after. Everybody want to be a Negro, but don't want to be a Negro. Straight up. Yeah, Paul Mooney said that. I think, yeah, the former Paul Mooney, he said that everybody want to be a nigga, but don't want to be a nigga. And that is true. That is true. I ain't gonna repeat what they say. Where I grew up. Even Candace Owens said that many black celebrities were in her inbox saying they agree with Kanye, but they are scared to stand up. ABS, the back in public, shaking my head because of the backlash and losing their bag. Exactly, that's what it's about. Exactly, yeah. We don't even like her like that. Candace Owens, yeah. And I don't even like Candace like that. Exactly. I'm not a fan of Candace Owens, but that is true. They all scared, you know. That's why I say if they lose their bag, then you just stand together. Stand together and do their own thing. Do their own thing. Whether they like it or not, a shift is coming to this earth, man. A shift is coming, man. A shift is coming to this planet, this earth, whatever you want to call this existence, you know. But yeah, our people need to stand up, man. Need to rise up and realize we are powerful than we think we are. You know, we are powerful beings, man. The Most High gave us His power through His Son Yahshua Hamashiach. You know, we are Yah's people, man. We are Yah's people. We belong to Yah and Yahshua, man. You know, we are spiritually rich. Yeah, most of us we are impoverished, but I'm talking about spiritually. We are rich spiritually. Our people need to stand up, man. Say, look, yeah, they got the majority of the corporations. They own like the major media outlets, but without us in the media, they media outlets ain't gonna flourish. Straight up. If we withdraw our support from these media outlets, they media outlets ain't gonna flourish. Let's be real. If we wasn't in the media, if black people would withdraw themselves from TV, the mainstream, nobody want to watch white folks, man. White folks are boring. Why do you think the sports industry, man, all the black athletes was to leave the NFL and NBA, man, the sports will go down, man. Nobody want to watch a bunch of damn Peckerwoods on no basketball goal. They can't do all the moves like in the football. They can't do the moves like our brothers be doing on the football field, you know, the spin moves and all that. I don't want to watch no damn pale sports. It'll be boring. Like I said, we the salt of the earth. We the salt of the earth. Even in UFC, man, you know, even though you got a lot of Caucasian in the UFC, but when our brothers and sisters get in the UFC, man, they bring flavor to the UFC. Chosen Juditis, y'all heard from Chosen Juditis? No, I pray all is well with her. You know, nah. But I'm just being honest though. I'm being real. If our people was to stop participating in Hollywood and withdraw themselves from media and do their own thing, man, it'll be a big impact on the industry. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They could criticize everybody else, but you criticize them, you'll lose your livelihood, you'll lose your job, you'll lose your status in society. That's not right. That's letting you know they no good. They are the devil. They are of the devil. They fall to the devil. Straight up. Because black people be criticized all our lives. We be criticized. Even when we come before, we are criticized all our lives. The whole black race. That's why I say we got to stop pointing the finger at each other, black man and black woman, because we're in this together. The world criticized us since we came out of our mother's womb. They criticize us, and they know who we are. They know we are special people. We are special people. Why you think in the science fiction movies and the fantasy novels, they want to make the whites the saviors and dominating stuff, and being a major the spokesperson for the human race. Like in science fiction movies and fantasy movies, when you have the other species come and dwell amongst humans, who you think they having the leaders of the humans? The white people. Man, if that was in reality, they'll look at black people as the spokes people for humans. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. And in reality, they are the minority. The Europeans, they are the minorities. In reality, they are the minorities. Because when you look at the maps, I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna be honest. We really don't know the real size of the true size of the continents. Africa could probably be a big, gigantic continent. Because in the maps they show, the continents in the map could not even be the real size. They play around with the maps anyway. Whether they like it or not, all human life begins in Africa. All human life began in Africa. All human life. Even the scriptures talks about that. It mentions Ethiopia, like in the book of Genesis, and when it talk about the rivers, and it mentioned the 4 great rivers. Ain't no life begin in no Europe. Hell no. Life began in a land where it was abundance, tropical climate, vegetation. The air was pure, the water was clean. I bet you back in the ancient times, everything was clean. I bet you like the natural water was already at a high pH level. Now fast forward to 2022, they polluting the water, they polluting the air, they throwing a lot of trash in the sea and oceans. You got landfills. You're supposed to burn trash. I think like in the ancient world, they burned their trash. Like they had like fields, they burn all their trash. Now you and the Gentiles world, you got landfills. Landfills not supposed to exist. You're supposed to burn the trash. You're supposed to burn it. But all over the world, you got landfills. All over America, you got landfills. Nothing but just heaps and piles of trash. Mountains of dirty trash and filth. And them seagulls be flying over there, man. It's crazy. That's what they do. They put themselves above everybody. Yeah. They like doing that. Like they the head in charge, the head honcho. The head man, the head woman in charge. That's what they do though, but because they know they not that special. They know who we are, and they want to whitewash a lot of stuff. And that's why they mad now. When you see a lot of TV shows, they want to like they like to say people of color. They like putting a lot of black people in certain TV shows now. They never used to do that a lot back in the day. It was called Gehenna. Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Gehenna, yep. The Valley of Gehenna. Exactly. Yep. That's where they used to burn the trash at. And the criminals too. Like the Israelite criminals and villains and criminals that was wicked. They used to burn their bodies there too in Gehenna, in the Valley of Gehenna. Exactly. Yep. Oh yeah, you know your Cobra. Yep. Gehenna. That's what it was called. Gehenna. The Valley of Gehenna. They'll burn all the trash of the land. So you see, but they don't do that in this society. They got landfills. They got piles of landfills, and they'll dump all the trash in the oceans and polluting the air. All that global warming. I mean, they just botching up the earth. But that's okay though, because the earth is the birth pains. The earth is crying out to the Most High. They polluting the air. I'm telling you, if they could, they'll charge us for air taxes. I'm surprised they don't got air taxes. They want to charge us to breathe air. That is ridiculous. You got the already got the trash taxes, like for the trash people, the trash men. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and rest. And y'all rest. Y'all get y'all some rest or whatever. Y'all enjoy y'all Shabbat. Spend time with your family. Give praise to the Most High in Christ. And I'll see y'all at K Judah show at 2:30. I'll see y'all at the live stream later on, Most High willing, about the great falling away at 2:30 p.m. Yeah, because like I said, when you think of the great falling away, it's a great falling away from this faith, and there's also a great falling away from the Bible itself in this society. I mean, you just look around society, they don't, it's like nobody have a moral compass. Yeah, I saw that in the group chat y'all was talking about the I know y'all heard about the diesel fuel shortage, only have 25 days left in the USC. Yeah, I might go live later on tonight too. Most I will. I'll probably go live later on tonight because talk about certain topics. Now don't quote me on that because I say I might go live. I might, like I might not, but yeah, we could talk about all that stuff. The diesel fuel shortage, that's insane. Man, that's not good. 25 days left. That means the truck's gonna stop. 18 wheelers run on diesel. 18 wheelers run on diesel. What about these people that get these F-250s and F-350s? Them type of trucks run on diesel. Like the Ram 2500 and 1500, them big heavy duty trucks, them dually trucks, they run on diesel. I'm about to go for real this time, family. I pray we speak again. Sleep came over me, family. Tell RKJ to shalom for me. If I oversleep, it's a heavy sleep. Hope I spell correctly. Enjoy your rest, man. You're supposed to rest on the Shabbat, brother. Yeah, get all the rest you need, Jacob. Yeah, get your rest, brother. Get you some good rest. If it ain't no big deal if you oversleep. If you sleep all day, brother, and you wake up during the night, man, all praises. You needed that rest. May your body be rejuvenated in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, brother. May your body be restored and rejuvenated in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, brother. Real talk. Get you some rest. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to rest on a Shabbat day, brother. That's what it is. A day of rest. It's a day of rest. It's a day of rest. Yep, and people saying after November it's going to be worse than it is now. Oh, no doubt about it. That's why I say 2023 ain't going to be anything special. It's going to be another monster out there. It's going to be another boogeyman they create. I said that. I said that whole decade of 2020, the whole 2020 decade gonna be a roller coaster. It's gonna be a rocket roller coaster. Yes, indeed. It's gonna be a rocket roller coaster. It all started in 2020. Yeah, I know, sister. My bad, I know you're trying to win the show. I keep bringing up topics. Yeah, it's all good. But like I said, y'all willing, I'll probably go live later on tonight and we could talk about all that stuff that's going on around the world and stuff. But yeah, get you some rest, brother Yacoba. Like I say, shalom and blessings to y'all, man. And like I say, y'all check out Kid Judah at 2:30. The Great Falling Away. Y'all check that out. Most High willing, I'll see y'all there. Until then, this is Real Talk with Moshe B. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. To be honest, nobody know when it's going to go down. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Hey, don't forget 2023, Days of Darkness. Oh, man, that's around the corner. We got to be prepared, Eve and family. K. Judah, don't forget 2023, the Days of Darkness. Is going to be darkness on the earth. It's going to be pitch black darkness. Everything going to be in darkness. 2023, Days of Darkness. 2023, the Days of Darkness coming, y'all. Mentioned by the so-called prophet known as, y'all know who, Flawed Breed. I say flawed breed, not flawless, but flawed breed. Flawed breed because he got flaws like us. He ain't no flawless breed. He a flawed breed. He got flaws like us. I'll call him flawed breed. 2023, Days of Darkness, y'all. It's going to be pitch black. It's going to be like the movie Dark City. We're going to be like them beans on that movie Dark City. It's going to be Gotham City all over the United States. It's going to be Gotham City. 2023 Days of Darkness. It's going to be pitch black. It's going to be darkness. We're going to be like on that movie Pitch Black. We're going to have them we're going to have to be like Vin Diesel on that movie Pitch Black, running from them creatures, them little dinosaur creatures on that movie Pitch Black. We have to be like Riddick. 2023 Days of Darkness. Yeah, we gonna prove. Oh yeah, he think he ain't out the woods. Oh no, he brought up that energy. He brought it up, so he gonna have to pay. Yeah, yes, we will prove he's a false prophet for real. He the one who mentioned it. So he gotta pay. He gonna pay for it. So somebody's gonna be darkness all over the earth. And then he said the Lord coming back in 2020. First he said 2025. Now he push it up to 2028. All kind of date. I can't stand these date setters in Israel. I can't stand all these date setters. They weren't trying to predict this and predict that, like they're the weatherman or weatherwoman, trying to say when this is gonna go down. And so much other stuff got to happen before it all go down. Got me shaking my bottle of water, man. For real, it's gonna be darkness on the earth. 2023 Days of Darkness. Yeah, y'all better get y'all some flashlights. Y'all better stock up on some flashlights, family. Y'all better know how to build a fire in the woods. Y'all better get y'all some fire starter kits. Because it's gonna be pitch. The darkness is gonna be so deep. You're going to feel the darkness. It's going to feel the darkness. You know, the dark beings going to roam the earth. You know, it's going to be days of darkness. It's going to be Gotham City all over the world. The power going to go out. It's going to be pitch black. Flashlight's going to be the currency. Flashlight's going to be a currency. Man, you got that flashlight. I treasure this whole pack of red beans for a flashlight, man. I need a flashlight. Oh, I got half a flashlight. I don't care, nigga. Give me half a flashlight. I'll give you this whole pack of rice and 2 cans of red beans for that flashlight, nigga. Man, I don't want to get in quote by the darkness, man. You heard about that darkness, man? The darkness could eat you, man. The darkness could eat you. Man, they got these creatures, man. I don't know. It sound like some dinosaurs or some raptors. Man, you can't see them, man. I flashed the flashlight on them. It's hideous. Look like a damn zombie raptor, a zombie dinosaur, man. Oh, man. Damn, write a damn novel about this madness, man. Let me get my behind off of here, man, before I end up being on here 3 hours. Be on here damn 3 hours, man. Get off of here. Yeah, dark winter, that too. Yeah, dark winter. Yeah. Oh man, the days of darkness, man. It's gonna feel like, man, felt like a tentacle grabbed me, man. Felt, man, it hurt, man. It felt like a damn dark shadow tentacle grabbed me and threw me around the room. Oh man, let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. It's a damn shame how rent going up though. Gas shortages everywhere. Oh yeah. The battle for gas and diesel. 25 days left for diesel, man. What the hell they doing to the diesel? They ain't refining no diesel. Man, that's not good. But all right, let me get off of here. Let me get off of here. I said that like for the fourth or fifth time. Hey, that's gonna be I'm telling you, it's gonna be like that movie The Road, K. Judah. That's people gonna be bartering. That's gonna be the currency, bartering. They're gonna trade gang goods for certain survival gear. Real talk. Can you imagine during the time of trouble, people doing that, trading things to survive? Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody might need some fuel, like some fuel to light a fire, and they might got food, so they're gonna trade. They're gonna barter. Hey, they're gonna be bartering stuff. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know. Oh yeah. Clothing. They might like if somebody got a newborn baby, they might need some clothing for that baby, and they might got some survival gear. They might got some first aid medical kits, and so they'll give that group of people a first aid medical kit for some baby clothing. Real talk. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be bartering. That's gonna be the currency. That's why I don't understand why you got these content creators want to talk about the bag, money, and all that, man. Yeah, money answer all things according to scriptures, but the fiat currency, that's gonna be useless. Excuse me. That's gonna be useless in times of trouble. That's gonna be useless. Gold, silver, that's the real money. If you want to be technical about it, gold and silver is real currency. Like in the ancient world, gold, silver, or bronze, you had coins. That was the real currency, the coins. Great live, my brother. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, I'm gonna go rewatch that movie, The Road. I'm gonna go. It's on Tubi, by the way. I think The Road. I'm gonna go watch that movie, man. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that movie. I watched it before, but I'm gonna have to watch it again because it really gives a detailed breakdown on how things gonna be when stuff hit the fan. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I kid y'all not. Like I said, I'm not a prophet. I'm just a brother. I'm nobody. I'm just a prophet. Salakia. Goddamn devil, I rebuke you in y'all shoes. And I ain't no goddamn prophet. You see, boy, I tell you, boy, you see. I tell you, I rebuke that bastard in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach. But I'm a brother, man. I'm a fellow servant. I'm not no prophet, but I'm saying you're going to have a lot of people during them time of trouble. They're going to have a lot of money. They're going to be sitting on, they're going to have a whole wad of money. They're going to look at that and just burn that wad of money like it's, like how Joker burned all that money on a Batman movie when Joker burned all that money. Some people are going to be doing that in times of trouble because they're going to have all that money, but they ain't going to have no food. They ain't going to have no survival gear. They're going to have a whole stack of wad of money. That's going to be useless. So they're going to look at all that money and burn it like it's trash. Straight up. Like how Joker burned all that money on a Batman movie. You know? But yeah, I had to correct myself. I rebuked it, man. I rebuked it myself saying I'm a pride goddamn prophet. I'll tell you sometimes when you're over talking, man, I'm trying to make you say crazy stuff. I mean, you got to rebuke yourself sometimes. But yeah, you're going to have people that's sitting on a lot of money. They're going to have the nice cars. I'm telling you, they're going to have a big house. They're going to have a mansion. They're going to have a lot of money in their account. They're going to have all the cars. That ain't going to mean nothing because you can't eat a Rolls Royce. You can't eat a Mercedes. You can't eat a Gucci shirt. You can't eat a Rolex watch. That's materialistic stuff. That's all vain stuff. That's going to be useless. And that's all going to fade. That's all going to fade away in over time. Yep, cannibalism, no food, money, heat. It was very cold, sickness everywhere. Man, it's reality for real. By far, the best movie I've seen when it comes to apocalypse. Yeah, that one. Yeah, World War Z. World War Z is another good one too. Man, talk that talk for real. You're gonna have people got all the money, gonna have a whole lot of money. You know how they be flashing money on social media, thinking they're the big cheese and all that, thinking they're that man, thinking they're that head woman in charge, man. That's gonna be, they're gonna burn that money. When they realize that money have no more use, they're gonna look at all that money, they're gonna tear it up, they're gonna burn it, they're gonna use it for fire fuel, they're gonna use it for paper to burn the fire. The money was in the ground, and the father and son stepped on it because it was needed, and they needed food and water and medicine. Stepped on. For real, that's gonna be useless. But like in the ancient world, gold and silver was the currency, but real wealth, according to the biblical principle, when you look at Abraham, the patriarch Abraham, he was wealthy. And what I mean by wealthy, he had land, he had a lot of land, he had cattle, he had resources, he was wealthy. That's being rich. That's wealthy. Having land and resources, not having all the money, not having a lot of money, because being rich and being wealthy is two different things. Being rich and being wealthy is two different things. You see, you could have riches, but riches could come and go. But if you're wealthy, that you could pass that on to generation after generation. And so Abraham was wealthy. He was wealthy. And then plus everywhere he dwelled at, the Most High blessed him, you know. Abraham was wealthy. He had land, he had cattle. He probably was selling cattle to other nations and tribes around that area where he dwelled at. He was a cattle dealer. You know, I'm just saying, you know, he probably dealt cattle, he probably bred cattle, had land, you know, and he took care of his people, he took care of his servants. He was wealthy. Abraham was a wealthy man. You know, but you see, fast forward to 2022, the majority of our people think, you know, they think of wealth, they think of having a big car, having the cars, the houses, the jewelry. It's a video I want to watch on YouTube. I'm gonna have to type in, it's called "Jewelry is a Big Scam in Hip Hop." I'm gonna have to check that video out. I saw that came on my feed the other day. It was like, jewelry is one of the biggest scams in hip hop. I'm gonna have to check out that video because it is. Man, a lot of these rappers, they rent these jewelry. Some of that probably be fake jewelry, or they rent the jewelry. I mean, it's just a facade at the end of the day. It's a facade. It's a facade. You know. But yeah, all that ain't gonna mean nothing. You ain't gonna be able to eat that $20,000 gold chain when stuff hit the fan. It's gonna be useless. What you gonna do with a gold chain in an apocalypse? In a post-apocalyptic world, what you gonna do with a gold chain? That's gonna be useless. And in actuality, it's gonna make you a target. It's gonna make you a target for the barbarian tribes. You know, because yes, when you know, whether you call them gangs, people gonna form barbarian tribes or gangs when things hit. You see it in the movie The Road. But we know them as gangs these days. They're gonna form gangs, you know. And they gonna look to take. Because that's what barbarians do. When they conquer land, they look to take. They take and conquer, rape and pillage, you know, straight up. And you see, when things like that, it's going to bring out the dark nature of humans. You know, it's going to bring out the dark nature of humans when stuff hit the fan. But I could talk about this for another hour, but I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Shalom and blessings to y'all, family. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know. All right.